So I was recently watching with my husband the movie Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts. And I realized a lot of things about this movie in relationship regards to that. It's just, how did she, they don't really show you how she got sort of entrapped in this relationship with this monster, right? They don't really show you how it all started, but they do allude to the fact that, everything was perfect up until the honeymoon ended, right? So that kind of gives you the impression that, oh, he must have been like the best boyfriend, fiance, the best, type of person, always doting on her, being so sweet to her and all these kinds of things. And then as soon as he gets her, he changes, right? He becomes this monster and he's psycho and all that kind of stuff. And I just feel like, let's pay a little more attention to that. How do you know a person, really? Because when we're watching this movie, we don't see his friends, his family. We know he's kind of in this elite society and he goes to these parties and he knows all these people, but they're just, business people and things like that. But we don't ever see his family. We don't see his brothers, siblings, if he has any. We don't see his parents. And so the best way to avoid getting trapped by somebody like that is to really get into their lives. See who they hang out with, meet his friends, meet his family, see how he acts around other people. How does he treat people he doesn't know? That's another clear indication. If you're at a restaurant and he treats the waitstaff horribly, that's a clear indication that one day he's going to treat you like that too. So you want to be very open to the relationship that you have with somebody, be very aware of things. If it feels like it's too good to be true, it probably is. If he's lavishing you with gifts all the time, he's being sweet, he's taking you here, he's taking you there, whining and dining and doing all these wonderful things and making you believe that he is this great person, or maybe vice versa. Maybe the woman is doing all these wonderful things because, it's physical abuse can happen in any kind of relationship with any person being the abuser or the victim. So you want to be wary of people who put on an act and try to lure you in, kind of thing. So just keep that in mind when you're dating, especially when it's new. Really try to get to know this person and see how he is or how she is in all different environments, because that's a clear indicator of who the person is at their core. It's very easy for somebody to put on an act all the time in front of you until they get you and you're married, and then you see this horrible side to them that you couldn't even imagine existed, and they just blow up and they just attack you, and that's terrible. You don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be duped, into this marriage and you have no idea who you just married, kind of thing. So just be very cautious. Maybe check out the movie and just sort of remind yourself that there are signs, there's ways to, predict a person's motives and all that kind of stuff. So just be very wary when you date and be careful out there. This is Relationship Catch-Up.